skyline looks frozen tonight. Like time stopped beyond the horizon.
Feels emotionally absent, like the city forgot its own identity. Electric tension beneath sleepless eyes, static pressure underneath pale skin. Even silence feels unfamiliar, now frozen, distant, disconnected. Signal fading, night expanding, no ending beyond the skyline.
Through the rain, static whispers fill the dark. Broken skylines fade away. Pressure moving far below. Inside the district, the furnace still burns without light.
facades fading into distance. Every reflection feels forged from pressure, like emotion melted into machinery. Static underneath exhausted eyes, metal tension beneath pale skin. Even silence feels industrial now, heavy, endless, disconnected. Steel vibrations, heat distortion, no silence inside the structure. Black furnace. Black furnace. Iron fire. Iron fire. Smoke flooding across factory floors. Base pressure shaking iron foundations. Dark silhouettes beneath red lighting. Moving through industrial shadows. Acid distortion tearing through the atmosphere like sparks trapped inside steel walls. Everything feels heavier tonight. Cold smoke, dark steel, black furnace. Black furnace, steel pressure. Black furnace, no exit. No, 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 no exit. The fire never disappeared. It stayed beneath the steel. Beneath the city.
keeps running through the concrete. Massive pillars holding fractured skylines, cold floodlights glowing through factory haze. Underground tunnels beneath endless districts, steel vibrations moving through the foundations. Every structure feels alive tonight, like pressure trapped inside giant walls. Dark service roads without direction, gray smoke drifting between silent towers. Pressure rising, systems awakening, movement spreading through the structure. Kick drums crashing through concrete chamber, smoke spiraling beneath crimson strobes. Bodies moving like synchronized engines, lost inside hypnotic repetition. Acid frequencies grinding through darkness, like voltage trapped beneath the city. Nobody speaks inside this warehouse, only motion, only shadows, only baseline shaking the floor. Concrete reactor. Concrete reactor. Dark pressure. Dark pressure. Silent rail corridors crossing industrial zones, signal lights blinking through heavy fog. Every reflection feels engineered and cold, like emotion buried beneath infrastructure. Static beneath exhausted eyes, metal tension underneath pale skin. Even breathing feels mechanical now, industrial, endless, disconnected. Systems accelerate.